if I looked in the know, with a hint of mystery, like a Brigitte Bardot, with a darker history. If I threw you a glance and I let it linger, I could wrap you around my finger. Oh, one of our dogs, why should she be stingy?
My name is Brian Crawley. I'm the bookwriter and lyricist of Violet.
My name is Jeanine Tesori. I'm the composer of Violet the musical.
The one thing, I never outline pieces, and sometimes producers make you, and so you start with an outline, and I tell them I'm going to do an outline and I'm going to throw it away,
Right.
because part of the act of writing is discovering what it's about, and this is true for students when they're writing things. Like a lot of times, the idea like you start with a thesis statement is wrong. What you should do is start with the details of the piece that interest you. And
Spoiler alert.
And then
Teachers, turn it off right here.
but
Grammar is wrong.
No, but you find the things in the story, and then you start looking at if you're thinking about a particular thematic thing, you pull out 4 or 5 moments from the story that involve that theme, and then think about what is it saying. Don't decide it's saying this and then search through the text for support for that.
I mean, I think like anything else, it's whatever gets you to write it down. Because for me, I mean, Brian and I, we really love debate. He's a great, and you can see like he's like a smart boy, and we can talk about it forever. And then I love talking because I don't have to write, but I think whatever gets you to start writing. But what I completely agree with is that it's malleable. If you start with a thesis statement and you discover a third of the way through that's not what I'm writing, then you have to throw it out, otherwise it's going to be false. And I've found that as I've gotten older, that in the day there would be people who came into the room, directors, especially choreographers I worked with, and they had everything on. There was one choreographer I worked with, and everything was on a legal sheet. And I'm like, we haven't even started yet. He's like, well, I'm done. And I thought, you're done? You don't even know if he can do that tour jeté. Well, I don't care if he can, because it's what's going in. And I thought,
right.
I didn't know enough why that was stupid, but it had nothing to do with who was in the room. So it left there. He wasn't collaborating. Those dancers were obeying the dictate. That he is a mandate, and it didn't even matter who came in. It wasn't in response to something, and that's how it played. And I thought, it's not that it's not well executed. It just has nothing to do with the real. And so if he had done that because it made him feel secure and confident, and they had come in and he's like, that doesn't work. Let's try. It would have allowed for this, something that wasn't impenetrable. And so that's when I love it. And it's much harder because you go down a road and you think, oh, Robert Frost, woo, plan B. And I think
right.
that's what allows what you're talking about. You can tell.